Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Backgammon is beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. In this short learning video, we are going to look at too good to double by looking at a number of positions. If you enjoy my content, please do like and subscribe. New videos every Wednesday. Let's begin with this position. Green has two checkers on the bar, white is on roll. Would you double this? Now, the answer is a big no, and this would be a huge blunder to double. Now, the first thing to ask yourself when you are considering doubling is, would your opponent ever take the cube? Now, if the answer is a resounding no, then you're more than likely in a position where you're too good to double. Now, what does that mean, too good to double? Well, here you can see for white, gammons are almost at 80%. Now, gammons are so high here that a 2-point win on an unturned cube is almost guaranteed. So, white cube and settle for 1 point. If you cube this position, then green would obviously pass, and then you would only gain 1 point. If you choose not to cube and play on for too good, then you will most likely win 2 points. So by doubling, you're settling for 1 point and effectively killing your gammons. So simply play on when the gammons are high. Now there are 4 different cubing scenarios: no double, double take, double pass, and too good when the gammons are high. Let's look at another position. So would you double this as white? So this is again a too good to double position. Here it's slightly closer to a double pass. So here we can ask ourselves, well, what's going on? Well, gammons are currently only at 5%, but if white picks up that other blot on his bar point, then gammons will triple to 15%. So white hits that blot 14 times out of 36. So you may as well take a roll. You've got really nothing to lose here. So simply just play on for too good and hope to hit that blot. And even if you don't hit it, then you can cube later in the game because of your race lead. If the race starts drawing closer, then simply cash the game and get a pass. But here, take a free roll and hope to pick up that blot, playing on for too good and hoping that the gammons spike after the hit. Now, two good positions may not be as always easy to spot as those two first positions that I showed you. And here, this is another too good to double scenario, even though white has a 54 pip deficit and 3 checkers back. So it's easy to miss this too good opportunity. However, you need to ask yourself, would green ever take this cube? And what can really go wrong for white? So in this position, white's just going to improve and green's position is just going to deteriorate. White will most likely make the 4 point, green's position will crunch even further. So simply play on for too good. So Dirk Schiemann says every decision is a cube decision before you pick up the dice. You need to stop and think, is this too good? Is it a double pass? What's going on? So here you can see two good positions can be deceptive. And let's look at this interesting position here. Now here you need to really consider match score. It's a 5-point match. White is 2 away from winning and green is 5 away from winning. Now here it's better to withhold the cube, partly because you win the match on 2 points. So an undoubled gammon is perfectly efficient to get the 2 points you need as white to win the match. However, this is a paradoxical too good take position because of the lopsided score. So here, green is better to take at the score and redouble. However, this position is very complicated because green might pass this if green doesn't understand the score. So if green did pass and you doubled as white, then you would be at Crawford. So it would be less efficient, whereas holding onto the cube and playing off a too good, you'd win the whole match. So this is a position where match score does come into play. if you do offer the double and green correctly takes and recubes, then you're playing for the match. If you don't double and plan for 2 good, then you don't allow green the opportunity to recube you back, and you can still win the match with a cube centered in this 2 good scenario. Incidentally, if the scores were reversed, then it would be a double pass. So match score is always important, considering how many points you need to efficiently win the match with no overage. When you're 2 away, a little bell should be going off that can you play onto 2 good and tidily win the match with the cube remaining centered. And adjustments can be very subtle. So here I've made a small adjustment to a position by moving white's back checker from the 21 point to the 22 point on the right, and you can see the position on the left is a 2 good to double, whereas on the right it's a double pass. So 2 good is not as straightforward as the first 2 positions I showed you. There you can see it's a pass on the left because white has a good 6 to escape and has slightly more freedom, whereas on the right white is a little bit more trapped on a 22 point, a little bit more penned in, and therefore it's better to have a double pass. So small subtleties and nuances to the position can make a big difference. And here you can put this position into XG and explore further and just see kind of how small changes can swing things from a 2 good to double and a double pass. And also, as I said before, match score is very significant. Getting to win the match or even getting to an even away score can be significant. So thank you very much for watching. New videos every Wednesday. Please do like and subscribe, and I've put my email below if you want to contact me regarding any lessons. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.